everybody. So, my screen needs tilted. Okay, that's better. Another busy day of doing homework. Frantically realized it was 4 o'clock and that's why my camera wasn't set up quite right. But here I am. So today I have been mostly doing homework again. My life is so exciting, I know. So that's why I don't know why you guys keep coming and watching my videos, because I just do homework, really. I guess I don't just do homework, but I'm a big nerd. That's probably already obvious, but I really am enjoying my class right now. We are doing research projects that involve doing interviews with people in our community, and it's really fun. I like doing that. I guess that's why I podcast too, because I get to do that kind of thing, interview guests sometimes, which reminds me to remind you that if you are interested in being on my podcast and we can talk about whatever sort of fun things you want to talk about, horses or food or hobbies or travel or trivia, jokes. Come on and tell us a joke. I don't know. But if you want to be a podcast guest, I am accepting podcast guests of all kinds. So send me a message. But yeah, so I've been doing interviews, and then I have to do transcriptions of the interviews. And these are 30 to 60 minute interviews for my class project. And that is a lot of transcribing. And so I've just been busy doing these all day, every day, either talking to someone or transcribing from the last person I talked to. And I finished the interviews today. Yay. So now I get to just focus on the transcriptions. Yay. And as much as I'm enjoying it, it's also a lot. Just a lot. It's a lot of editing and formatting and editing and re-listening to the same conversation that I had in the first place, and it's just a lot. So I've been very busy with that. But you don't want to hear about my homework. Or maybe you're a nerd too and you want to hear about the homework. But whatever, we're going to talk about something else. So a few days ago, I talked about the recipe that I was making out of that cookbook from the Seattle bakery. And I'm sorry to say they were a flop. They taste delicious. I love the flavor. But for some reason, they came out as thin as crackers. And I don't know what happened. I tried cooking. I had 3 sheets of cookie dough. And so the first one I cooked a little longer. The next one I cooked a little less, thinking maybe I overcooked them. And then the next one I cooked a little less. And the third one looked good. When I pulled it out of the oven, they weren't flat. I was like, yes, I figured it out. I just was overcooking them. And then as they cooled, they went flat too. So I don't know what happened. And I quadruple checked the recipe in case I screwed something up, and I have no idea. I do not know what went wrong. I've never had a cookie be such a failure from that I can recall from a first attempt at a recipe, but there you have it. But they taste good, and I'm still going to do other things out of the cookbook because I did like their bakery a lot. I just wish I knew what went wrong with that recipe, but they're still delicious. I'm still eating them, but just weird. Like, they were supposed to be these big, like normal looking cookies, and they're like these just weird. I don't know. So anyway, planning on baking some bread maybe tomorrow. Well, it's a 2-day bread, so starting tomorrow, I think I'll start making it. I hear that baking bread is trendy right now. I have no idea. I like baking bread anyway, so I would be baking bread whether I was at home or not. Oh, hello to Joy, Barbara, and Gary, who's back for I don't know how many days in a row, Gary. So I'm glad you're enjoying this. So yeah, bread baking. The recipe I'm going to be doing is from a magazine. I don't remember what magazine, but some foodie magazine that I saved the recipe. It has chocolate in it, and it's a yeasted bread, so it's going to take a very long time, but it's going to be so worth it. And I probably shouldn't jinx that saying that, because I said that for the cookies and they didn't work, but whatever. So let's see, what else was I going to tell you today? I don't actually have a list. Probably looks like I'm looking at a list, but I'm just trying to get my brain to work. Just flying around the house today. So, oh, Zumba. I did Zumba again this morning on the internet. So that was fun. The last time I did Zumba, we did it in the living room, and that was kind of a fail also because it's carpeted and you really should not Zumba on carpet. It's bad for your knees and bad for your ankles and kind of dangerous. But it was the biggest space for moving around. So today my mom and I did Zumba in the kitchen, which is a really long, narrow, weird-shaped kitchen. And so we couldn't do any forward and backward movements. I just did those in place. But otherwise we could like go side to side and turn and wave our arms and whatever. So it was still fun. So we made do. And thinking that future Zumba on the computer, I might take the computer outside and we can Zumba on the driveway. And if any neighbors happen to be walking by, as long as they stay 6 feet away, why not come and join us? So anyway, it'll be something to do outside, I guess. So, or we'll stay in the kitchen. I don't know. Just a thought. The other thing, I guess there's two things, but the other thing I was going to tell you was I just heard about this other thing that's trending right now that is called, I'm probably going to get the, whatever, I don't know the official name on Facebook, but it's something to the effect of Howl at the Moon at 8 p.m. It's a public group on Facebook that is where people go to join this movement, or whatever you want to call it, to go outside at 8 p.m. Local time, so 8 p.m. wherever you are in the world. When it turns 8 o'clock, go outside and howl at the moon. And why not? So, I heard about this yesterday at like 9 or 10, so it was too late for yesterday to do it, but I just thought it was weird. When I heard it, I was like, why? Are you that bored? Like, learn to knit or something. I don't know. But, okay, whatever, if it makes you all happy. So, I thought it was funny, and I was laughing, and my dad wanted to know what I was laughing about, and I told him about what people are doing, and his immediate response was, can I do it too? So tonight we're going to go howl at the moon together and have father-daughter bonding time howling at the moon, and it's going to be a thing. And so I commented on the Facebook group yesterday about this, and there have been requests for me to film it because I think he might be the only person in the group over the age of 70. So, I mean, obviously he's not in the group, but, you know, that is doing this, but, yeah, so, we're gonna howl at the moon at 8 o'clock, so, there might be a video that I share after this, maybe, but anyway, look it up if you are interested in being a weirdo at 8 o'clock too. Or don't look it up. Just go outside and howl at the moon. You don't need to join the group. But whatever. If you're bored, there's a thing. So anyway, we're going to be weird tonight. And if you didn't watch yesterday's video, I introduced my dad. He came with me on the live video yesterday. And if you were watching and there was like, it froze up or something, I'm not sure what it would have looked like on your end, but I was having some connection problems on our walk. I think I figured out why. So if I take another live video on a walk, I think I won't have that problem anymore. But if you go back and watch the video now, it'll skip. It'll be like, talking here, and then I'm talking here in the middle of another sentence, and that's why. But I think I troubleshooted that yesterday afterwards when I realized what had happened. So, learning curve with all this new tech that I've never... I mean, I did live videos with Apollo before, so I don't know. Anyway, so it's not brand new to me, but these things still happen. So, Apollo update. I'm supposed to be getting pictures in the next couple days. He is, from what I was told, happy and healthy and enjoying having people stuck there with him, giving him maybe more attention than he would have otherwise been getting, because the stable owner is stuck there with the way things are. She can't go out too much, so he's getting a little more attention than normal, and I'm sure he's soaking it up because he just loves attention. He can never get too much attention. That's a lie. He can get too much attention, but it takes a heck of a lot, and I've only seen him get to that point twice. And both times were after really long, like hour-plus long events where everybody was just loving on him, and there was just so many people, and he reached a point. And then he'd bite me. He bites me. He doesn't bite the people that are annoying him. When he's done with everyone else, he bites me. And says, okay, we're done. And that's good. I'm glad he's not biting other people. And he doesn't do it hard enough to hurt. It's just a firm, hey, I need to tell you about this, and you need to do something about it. So it's almost funny, except that it doesn't really look good for the people who are watching. They're like, oh, he bit you. Yeah, he's communicating. So I try to get him, I know the signs before he gets to that point, and I try to get him out of the situation. But sometimes sometimes it's hard. And so sometimes he gets to that point before I can extricate him. But usually I'm able to. It's only happened twice that he bit me because of that. So anyway, but he loves attention, and so, he's getting his tail brushed and whatever. He likes getting his tail brushed. If all that ever happened to him was that he got his tail brushed, not his mane, he doesn't care about getting his mane combed, but if he just had his tail combed, every day he would just be a happy horse, because that's his favorite, that doesn't involve food. So let's see. Joy says, will he howl at the moon? I doubt it. Although, maybe if we told him? No, he's not good at howling. So, the other thing, which I don't know if it's of interest to you, but I know some people like to watch unboxings on YouTube or whatever, which I think are really silly, but I figured, what the heck? All I've really done today is homework and a little bit of Zumba. So, yeah. So I thought I'd do an unboxing because I got a box today. And that's so exciting. And so I am a member of the company doTERRA, which is an essential oils company. doTERRA. There we go. Catch that light. And so I'm gonna show you what I got from doTERRA this month. And if you don't care, come back tomorrow and we'll talk about something else. But if you do care, keep watching. Oh my gosh, so much packaging. Actually, not really. I just got a bunch of big things this month. So let's see, we've got some recyclable, blah, blah, blah. Pop all of those and put them into recycling. One more. Alright, what is in here? Oh, more plastic. That is a heck of a lot of bubble wrap for one little... Uh-oh. Okay, we're back. Jeez. It went wild. Usually it's that much. It went crazy this month. So I ordered this like several weeks ago, and I remember some of what's in here, but I forgot about this one. Peppermint. Whoa, where are we? There we go. Peppermint oil. Peppermint is actually something I mostly just use for Apollo. Obviously not right now, but when we're traveling, I put a couple drops in his feed because we change feed every meal sometimes, or at least every day. And so it helps keep his tummy regular with all the feed changes. There's other strategies I use as well to help him, but a few drops of peppermint in there, just extra precaution. So so I don't actually need the peppermint right now, but it was part of a thing. So a thing, that's not really descriptive, but there was like a promo thing. So I got a free peppermint with my order. So I'll just save that for later and then he'll use it. I know people use it for other things. You can put it on behind your ears if you get a headache. Some people put it in their water when it's hot to help cool them. You can use it for cooking. You can use it for your own digestion. There's a lot of uses for peppermint, actually. You can use it as bug repellent. I put it also on Apollo whenever I can't mix up my own fly spray while we're traveling, but when I had him at home before riding and I could mix up my own fly spray, I would put a lot of peppermint or spearmint in it for bug repellent. Let's see. So this month, oh, let's do this one first. I got a big box. It is, oh, come out. Laundry soap. So this is my favorite laundry soap, and it's a little bottle, but it's super concentrate, so you don't need very much. And of all the things that I miss when I'm traveling, I don't know that this would be number one, but it would be in the top 5 of things that I wish I could carry with me on the road, because I have to use whatever laundry soap is available wherever I'm doing laundry, and so it's a lot of, you know, the really chemically smelling whatever that your typical brands that you can get at the grocery store. And I'm not sensitive to chemicals or perfumes or anything, but I don't really like them. And so this one it's scented with essential oils, and it's it just smells nice. It's kind of cinnamony, but mild enough that it's not like, so perfumey. It's just a nice little bit of a cinnamon scent, and it cleans clothes really well too. So I miss this when I'm traveling, so I always make sure I have plenty in stock when I'm at home so I can enjoy it. And the other stuff I got this month is my supplements. So I take supplements so that this is like multivitamins mostly. So this one's turmeric, and turmeric is very good for a lot of things. Inflammation, which I have an issue with, and immune support. And so I take turmeric, 1 pill in the morning and 1 in the evening, and it's more than you'd get if you were to use it in your food a lot, which I do cook with it quite often, but there's only so much turmeric you can use, even if you're drinking a whole lot of golden milk like I was the other day. And then this is their supplement pack. So I've got, which one was it? This is their omegas. So this is fish oil, I believe, mostly. I haven't looked at the ingredients in a while. Yeah, this is their omega-3 fatty acids and omega-6s and all that good stuff. The omega one, and then it also has in it a little bit of essential oils as well. And then I've got this one, which is a whole lot of herbal. It's got a little bit of pomegranate extract and a little bit more turmeric, some grape seed, milk thistle seed, and a little bit of essential oils of different ones than are in other ones. And Veronique says, I like your headband, girlfriend. Oh, thank you. My mom made it, but you know that. She made it for me for Christmas last year. So, and then the third one is the one that's more like a standard multivitamin. So it's got vitamin A, C, D, E, K, thiamine, niacin, vitamin B's of different kinds, iron, zinc, and a whole huge list of vitamins, and also a little bit of essential oils mixed in too. So, and a active enzyme blend. I forgot about that part. And some whole foods. Kale, Brussels sprouts, dandelion, kelp, broccoli, spinach, etc. So that is my, can I hold all these at once? This is what I take every day. And so I'm not very good at taking vitamins. I tend to forget or get distracted or just not feel like it or whatever. But I'm doing everything I can right now to keep myself healthy. And while these aren't going to directly fight coronavirus, anything that I can do to keep my body in the best condition possible so that if I do come in contact with it, my immune system is functioning as good as I could have prepared it, my body isn't fighting any other sort of problems, dealing with inflammation or whatever, then I'm going to do that. So I'm making sure I'm taking my multivitamins and my omegas and my turmeric right now so that I can try to stay as healthy as possible through this pandemic. So, yeah, I like doTERRA. Some people like Young Living. It's very similar quality, although I know some people get very angry about that statement. I feel like if I wasn't in doTERRA, I would be doing Young Living. I don't have a bias per se, it's just the one that I happen to be with first, and have no reason to switch. So, but other essential oil companies are not typically as pure and as safe and as concerned with the customer. Like, both companies are very, like, they do a lot to help make sure that their customers are, for their well-being, like, more than just the oils and the products that use the oils, like, supplements. There's obviously products, but also there's, they'll post how to have a healthy lifestyle tips and how to reduce the chemical load in your house, even not using their products, just how to use less chemicals, and how to eat well and stuff like that. So anyway, that's my thoughts. If you are curious about doTERRA or essential oils generally or whatever, I'm happy to chat with you. Just send me a message. I don't typically do like I'm not a salesperson, but I have signed people up before, but that's not like the role that I take with the company. I know some people are scared of these companies because they're like, oh, it's just a marketing scheme, blah, blah, blah. I just use the products. This is probably the first time ever that I've gone on social media or somewhere on the internet and really talked about them, except for I do talk about them for horse stuff. But like for my supplements and stuff like that, I never talk about it because I feel like it scares people. Like, oh no, crazy oil lady. Well, I am. But you already knew I was crazy. Now you just know another kind of crazy. So, yeah. So if you're curious, I love talking about oils. I just don't do it much because crazy oil people have kind of a bad reputation. So, yeah. Now the truth is out there. Now you know my secret. And with that, hi to whoever else has joined me. There's a list coming up. I'm tired. I'm not going to read off all your names, but I see you. I see you. Thank you for joining me, and I will be back again tomorrow with something else exciting, I'm sure, although I still don't know what yet because I'm just trying to live my days, one moment at a time. I've got my exciting list I showed you the other day. All these things that I could do whenever I'm looking for something to do. I have a gigantic bound list, but I don't plan the day like at 9 o'clock I'm going to do this. At 11 o'clock I'm going to do this. Whatever. I'll just pick something off the list. So anyway, I'll talk to you tomorrow. So 4 o'clock Pacific, 5 Mountain, 6 Central, 7 Eastern. So see you next time. Bye.